Hey everybody, it's Jamie here. Wanted to go over a little bit of what's going on in the real estate world. So I think there's a lot of myths out there, and there's not a lot of people speaking facts into what is going on in real estate right now. What you're probably going to see is it's quite a bit different from what the stories being portrayed are out there right now. So the first thing that we should really kind of dive into is, why would you buy a house right now, right? Like, you're hearing the interest rates are so high, the Fed just rose rates again, and all of this kind of stuff. And while it's true, like the Fed is raising rates, and it's true that today's rate is more than what it was 2 years ago. Really, factually speaking, we're not far off from where historically we've kind of sat, right? So if you're looking at like 50-year mortgage averages, today we're below our 50-year averages. If you're looking at even, kind of cut out anything before the 90s, and we're right in line with where we have always been from an interest rate standpoint. So from an interest rate perspective, we're not really in that scare mode. So that shouldn't be a reason that keeps you from buying a house today. In fact, really, you should be looking at purchasing, especially if you're a first-time home buyer. You've been renting homes for a while. The rent prices are high. You can control your own destiny when you're purchasing a home, right? So you're not paying the mortgage off for somebody else. As we get further into the spring and the way that the inventory levels are going, that's going to be something that's just going to be magnified even more so. The prices on rentals will continue to rise, and it's just going to end up costing you more and more. So why put money into the landlord's pocket when you could be paying off your own home? What I want to take a look at today really is going to be all of the homes that are available in Lake County, how many are under contract, and how many are currently sold. So this is really going to tell and paint a picture of where we're at as far as the market here in the local area. So in the week ending January 23rd, we don't have the latest numbers quite yet, but the week ending January 23rd, there were currently 1,143 homes available in Lake County. So this number is quite a bit lower than what we've seen in a very long time. It's even lower than what it was just 2 years ago when the real estate market was going crazy, right? We have about 15% of those homes in Lake County are under contract. So, when we have a smaller chunk of homes available and we have about 15% of those already under contract, and I think there's maybe right around 9% of those homes were actually sold last week. You're taking homes off of the market, right? Which is making that the actual supply in the market smaller. And right now, from a seller's perspective, it's a great time to get your home into the market, and you want to do so because the inventory is low. Because you're getting your home out onto the market and appropriately priced for this market, you're going to have offers. You're going to sell your home faster, and you're not going to really go through a lot of those emotional ups and downs. So going back, why should we buy right now? If you're going into a market where, it might be aggressive and you might have to have multiple offers in. And I kind of explained it before. One, let's kind of throw away that interest rate piece, right? We're not going to go back to times where we're seeing 2.5%, whatever it was a couple years ago. This is more the norm. And this is kind of predictably where we're going to be. So that's one reason that you can buy. Like, let's get rid of that interest rate. It's not really the factor that you might think that it is, or what is being portrayed that it is. The next thing is just the fact that why punt the ball down a couple more years. Our inventory issues in actual houses on the market, that's not going to be solved overnight. It's not going to be solved over the course of a couple years. And each year that you stay renting, you're just putting more money into the landlord or the owner's pockets, and you're not building up the equity for yourself. They say there's probably 5 million homes, like a lack of about 5 million homes nationwide in the market. And you don't just kind of snap fingers or make different policy to all of a sudden create 5 million homes. That's going to be something that happens over the course of the long haul. And so if you are potentially looking to buy, really now is the time. Let's not punt that ball down the road, because houses are going to continue to increase. Historically, that's kind of been proven. Houses are going to increase in value. With a lack of inventory, as we saw a couple years ago, that's the increase in value happened pretty drastically. And while we might not see such huge increases in value, the value is going to continue to rise. So if you get in now, as opposed to a year from now, 2 years from now, you're saving yourself money, plus you're going to have that year or 2 years or 3 years of equity built into that home, right? So now you're really kind of building some of your wealth there too. So that's kind of my outlook on what is going on in the market. Buying real estate, it's always a great time to buy real estate, but there really is no other superficial, like, overlying reason to not right now. And if you're selling a house, let's get that house out there right now too. We're looking at very low inventory, which means that your house is going to be attractive for the buyers that are out there. With 15% of the houses in Lake County, almost 15% of the houses in Lake County being under contract, 16% in McHenry. These are aggressive numbers, and these are numbers that are showing us that people are looking for homes. There's more people looking for homes than homes that are on the market, and they're looking for your home. So if you're thinking about selling anytime in the next year, maybe we should just have a conversation to see what the value is of the house, and have a conversation on what potentially selling the house looks like today. But again, this is Jamie. Thank you for spending the last 10 minutes with me. Didn't mean for this video to be that long, but that's the information that I have, and I wanted to share it. So again, thank you. See you later.